Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. So how was the mock test? I hope it went pretty well. Questions were exactly set on the pattern of the expected pattern of the examination. And talking about this particular video, we will be discussing the solution of the general awareness questions. So there were 25 questions in all, and questions were varying in nature from that of current affairs to static part. So financial awareness, static part, general awareness, static, all the questions plus current affairs were also there from the latest months. In my opinion, out of the 25 questions, you could easily score 16 to 18 marks because most of the questions were of the nature of easy, few moderate, and very few difficult. So moving to the solution, I would just like to inform you before proceeding that EduTap has come up with a live crash course for SEBI Grade A 2020 Phase 1 Paper 1. It's a 40 days crash course, and every day you will get live classes from QRE section plus general awareness section. And you have to use the coupon code LIVE30 to avail the discount of 30%. So LIVE30 is the coupon code. You can avail the discount by applying it. Coming to the solution. So very first question of the test was, who among the following has been recently appointed as the Chief Information Commissioner of India recently in the month of March 2020? So a moderate question, latest current affairs question this is, and an important appointment. So you could not have missed, in my opinion. Chief Information Commissioner of India recently appointed is Sanjay Kothari, Sharad Kumar, Ashok Malik, Peter Hill, or Bimal Julka. The answer is option 5, Bimal Julka. So recently, Information Commissioner Bimal Julka was appointed as the Chief Information Commissioner, and President Ramnath Kovind has administered the oath to him. So two important informations from this question particularly you must have known. Question 2 was, World Wildlife Day is observed on 3rd March every year. Its theme for the year 2020 is. This is again a moderate question because days are important and especially the themes. So you tend to forget, so many important days are there, so you tend to forget the theme. But for the theme of World Wildlife Day, answer was option 1, sustaining all life on earth. World Wildlife Day is celebrated on 3rd March every year. Theme is for this year is sustaining all life on earth, and the current year, that is 2020, has been announced as biodiversity super year because of the large number of eco-friendly initiatives being taken across the world. So different countries are coming up with initiatives that has been recognized, and for this particular year 2020 has been announced as the biodiversity super year. So three important takeaways from this particular news you had to know, on one of which the question was framed, that is theme. So day, you have to know when is it observed, the date particularly of World Wildlife Day. Second, theme for 2020 and significance of the year 2020, like it's a super year for biodiversity. So these were the three important things you had to know from this particular news. Taking you to question 3, which one of the following cities has recently organized Khelo India Winter Games? This is an easy question. Khelo India Winter Games, important games. You have to know latest month, March. So Gulmarg, Manali, Shimla, Nainital, or Ladakh. Options are given, 5 options. Correct answer is option 1, that is Gulmarg. So Khelo India Winter Games were organized in Gulmarg. I hope you did it right. Question 4. So Ashraf Ghani has sworn in as the new president of which of the following countries? Israel, Iran, Turkey, Afghanistan, or Iraq? So Ashraf Ghani is an important personality, and he has been appointed as the new president of Afghanistan. This was also an easy question. And other important things related to this particular news, which can be asked in the examination or while reading such news, what do you need to know? If the country is in news, you have to know first of all capital and currency of that country. So capital of Afghanistan is Kabul. Afghanistan's currency is Afghani. And coming to Ashraf Ghani, the new president, he has succeeded Hamid Karzai for his second term. Question 5. Which of the following countries has won ICC Women's T20 World Cup? This is also an easy and very important question. So ICC Women's T20 World Cup has been won by, options are here in front of you. Right answer is Australia, option 4. Australia women's team is usually the winner of, is a very important team and is a winning team in most of the matches. Question 6th. Which of the following banks has partnered with BSNL to launch a UPI based payment platform named Bharat InstaPay? So this is again a very, very important question. BSNL, a PSU, has partnered with a UPI based payment platform which is called as Bharat InstaPay. So the initiative of the bank is State Bank of India. So State Bank of India and BSNL have partnered. This is a moderate question. Okay, option 2 is the right answer. So Bharat InstaPay will help its customers to do digital transactions on a real time basis. So BSNL with SBI, they have come up with Bharat InstaPay. Question 7, a very important question, and I would see, let me tell you, this question is an easy question because this question is from a very important month, that is just before April month, is just a few months, 1 or 2 months before the examination, let's say. So apart from this, in terms of financial awareness also, you must know, okay, question is interest rate on PPF, that is Public Provident Fund, has been reduced to -% from 7.9%. So financial awareness basically means knowing all the important things which are catering to common people. So interest rate on PPF, so many people have their PPF accounts, and many people consider their money to be safe in PPF and to yield return while they are at the old age. So this was an important question. I would say this is an easy question, and interest rate to PPF has been reduced to 7.1%. Earlier it was 7.9%. And the government has informed that this rate has been reduced, and government has also informed that NSC interest rate, that is National Savings Certificate interest rate, has also been reduced from 7.9 to 6.8. So in comparison to PPF, more cut has been brought in NSCs. Okay. Question 8. Recently, Philip Anderson has passed away. He has won Nobel Prize in which of the following categories? Medicine, chemistry, physics, economics, literature. A moderate question, because Philip Anderson is not the person who has recently won a Nobel Prize, but an important personality related to a very important prize, that is Nobel Prize. So Philip Anderson was associated with physics. Philip and physics, you could relate these two things, and could answer this question if you have read it earlier. So I would say this is also a moderate question. Philip Anderson won Nobel Prize in Physics. He has recently passed away, and in 1977, I would not say year is important, but he has won a prize along with Sir Neville Francis Mott and John Hasbrouck van Vleck. So these three names are important. They won the prize for theoretical investigations of electronic structure of magnetic and disordered systems. That's it. In physics, they won. The stream is more important. Okay, question 9th. COVID-19 Student Helpline Portal has been launched by Union Minister for HRD. Which one of the following organizations has developed this portal? So Union Minister of Human Resource Development has come up with a Student Helpline Portal. You have to tell which organization has developed it. This is, I would say, a difficult question, because you have to remember the organization which has developed it. Okay, portal is in itself important, who has launched it is also important, but it is a second level, that who has developed it. So is it UGC, AICTE, Medical Council of India, IIT Madras, or IIT Bombay? Answer to the question is option 2, AICTE. So this has been developed by All India Council for Technical Education. It was launched in New Delhi by Ministry of HRD, and portal is going to provide facilities like accommodation, food, online classes, attendance, examination, etc. to the students who are in need of help. Question 10. Ministry of HRD has launched which of the following campaigns for crowdsourcing of ideas for improving online education ecosystem of India in April 2020? So this is a typical GA question, but it is not an easy question. The kind of questions asked in GA, this is, in terms of that, this is a bit difficult question. Although the campaign is anyhow important, okay, very important, but in terms of relatively, this question is important and difficult also. So following campaigns for crowdsourcing. So a week-long campaign was launched by Ministry of HRD. You have to identify the name of that campaign. Padhe India, Bade India, Digital Bharat, Sakshar Bharat, Bharat Pade Online, Bharat Ab Padega Online, ya Padega Bharat, Harega Corona. What do you think? Answer is option 3, Bharat Pade Online. Guys, please excuse me if you are finding any kind of disturbance in the background because of the current situation going on in the country. This video is being recorded by the videos are being recorded uh, at homes of the EduTap faculty. So this video is again from my home, so I really apologize if you are finding any kind of disturbance in the background. So this I've told you to invite best brains in the country to share suggestions and solutions directly with the HRD ministry to overcome the constraints of online education. It was a week-long campaign for crowdsourcing of ideas. Okay, crowdsourcing of what? Ideas, so that online education can be improved. Okay. Question 11. People's Bank of China has increased its stake from 0.8% in March 2019 to what percent in HDFC, that is Housing Development Finance Corporation Limited, in April 2020? This is again a difficult question because People's Bank of China has increased its stake. In which bank? This is one thing that could have been an easy question, but what percentage has been increased? This is a difficult question, guys. So if you did not know the answer, you could have skipped this question, but the answer is 1.01%, option 3. So it has People's Bank of China has increased its stake in HDFC to 1.01. Earlier it was 0.8%. So there was a hula boo kind of thing that People's Bank of China has increased its stake. The increase in stake is here in front of you. Recently, in April 2020, RBI has announced a special liquidity facility for mutual funds of dash crore rupees. This is again a kind of moderate question because it is important. The figure is difficult to recall, but still this is a moderate question in terms of financial awareness. So a liquidity facility for mutual funds, the amount is option 3, 50,000 crore. This has been announced by Reserve Bank of India. Who has come up with such a facility for mutual funds? That could have been an easy question. That is Reserve Bank of India. What is the amount? It is a next level question. That is why I call it a moderate question. 50,000 crore is the answer. Okay, where is Gift City, that is India's first international financial service center, situated? This is an easy question. Gift City, the only currently ongoing IFSC of India, is located in Gujarat, in Gandhinagar. So GIFT basically stands for Gujarat International Finance Tech City. If you could have known this, this was an easy question for you to answer. So emerging global financial and IT services hub, Gift City, located in Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Easy question. NPCI stands for which of the following? Again an easy question. You are talking about financial awareness, general awareness in terms of finance sector, and you cannot miss NPCI, just like you cannot miss what does RBI stands for, what does SEBI stands for, what does IRDAI stands for. So NPCI is that much important. So NPCI stands for National Payment Corporation of India, Non-Payment Corporation of India, National Profitable Corporation of India, Non-Profitable Corporation of India, or none of these. It's National Payment Corporation of India, option 1. Easy question. So it's an umbrella organization which is responsible for operating retail payments and settlement systems in India. So payment and settlement system is related to the umbrella organization NPCI. Question 15. MDR stands for dash discount rate. I would say this is also an easy question in terms of the static financial awareness, because this term is in news a lot. In the newspapers you find this term. So MDR stands for merchant discount rate. So that would mean M stands for merchant. Now what is this cost particularly? I will tell you, it refers to the cost which is paid by the merchant to a bank for accepting the payment through electronic means. Usually MDR, a certain amount of money is cut. The proportion of the money is very less in terms of what has been paid. A very low ratio of that money is cut. Question 16. Which of the following belongs to the time when a company makes the first offering of the shares to the public? CSO, IPO, KPO, both 1 and 2, and both 2 and 3. So first offering of the shares to the public is made. The term is, this is a kind of, it's difficult question, next level to moderate, because it's very difficult to pinpoint the term. So answer is IPO. IPO stands for initial public offering. Company is offering its shares for sale to the public for the very first time. Then it will go for IPO. Very easy question. Which of the following Indian cities is known as high-tech city? So you have to know about India, right? General awareness, that means. So high-tech city of India is Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Hyderabad, or none of the above. High-tech city is Hyderabad. Just like cyber city is Gurgaon, right? Silicon Valley, Indian Silicon Valley is Bangalore. So such things you have to know. So high-tech city is Hyderabad. Ayodhya is situated on the banks of which of the following rivers? This is, I would say, a moderate question. Moderate because this has been in news. Had it not been in news, then it would have become a difficult question, because to locate each and every important city is difficult. But this is a moderate question being in news. So Ayodhya is situated on the banks of Yamuna, Ganga, Sabarmati, Saryu, or Kaveri. Answer is option 4, Saryu. So a statue was to be made in Ayodhya on the banks of Saryu. So that is why this was in news. Question 19th. Addis Ababa is the capital of which of the following countries? This is again an easy question, because Addis Ababa is anyhow an important city. In terms of the headquarters, various headquarters are there, and this is an important African city. It is the capital of Ethiopia. Option 2. Jim Corbett National Park is located in which of the following states in India? Easy question. Answer is Uttarakhand. So Jim Corbett National Park is in Uttarakhand. National parks. Kanha National Park was asked in the previous year examination. So you have to know the important national parks. Okay, last time also Kanha National Park was asked. In April 2020, which institution has allowed merged public sector banks to act as corporate agents of more than 3 entities in life, general and health insurance companies? So which institution has allowed this? This is, I would say, difficult question, because a kind of question not directly related to the general thing going on, because we usually tend to not give importance to such questions which are related to insurance sectors. The answer here is IRDAI. Otherwise, this could have been attempted also, but I would say risky. If you are not sure about it, you could have left it. But if you know that insurance things are handled by IRDAI, it was attemptable. IRDAI stands for what? This could have been an easy question, and there's a possibility this question can be asked. So Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India has granted relaxation to merged PSBs, so they can act as corporate agents of more than 3 entities and life, general and health insurance companies for a period of 12 months from the merger. Question 22. Which online mutual platform has announced plans to launch stock broking services? A difficult question from current affairs, but difficult one. So online mutual platform which has recently announced that online stock broking services would be launched. Answer is Grow. Grow is the platform, option 3. So stock broking services online, because of the situation going on in the country, this was announced. I would say this was an easy difficult question. In April 2020, RBI has announced Operation Dash to soften long-term yields. I would mark this question as an easy one, because in terms of financial awareness, you cannot skip important operations related to Reserve Bank of India. So Reserve Bank of India has announced Operation Twist, and moreover this is the second series of this operation. So Operation Twist was in news earlier also, few months back, and again it is in news. So Operation Twist is the right answer. It would, under Operation Twist, rupees 10,000 crore of bonds would be brought between 2026 and 2030, and the same amount of T-bills would also be sold. You see, had the question been based on the amount to be brought or sold through bonds and T-bills, between what years, this would have made this question difficult. Okay. What is the name of joint annual military exercise between India and Japan? A moderate question. because military exercises usually they are asked in the examination. You have to know the important exercises. India and Japan, this exercise was moreover conducted also recently. So the answer is Sahyog Kyajan. So it's an annual military exercise between India and Japan, and you have to know all other exercises also, like for example Surya Kiran is there, Maitri is there, Maitri between Bangladesh and India, then Surya Kiran is between India and Nepal, Ajay Warrior is there between India and UK. So all these things you have to know. Okay. Last question. Which among the following writers will be conferred with 29th Saraswati Samman? An important award. Saraswati Samman is an annual award, and books, authors, these are also important. So in that terms, this question was an easy question considering the type of question it is. Important and easy because it is very important. You cannot afford to skip it. That is why it is easy. Is it Hari Joshi, Madhuri Vijay, Vasudev Mohi, Shankar Dayal Singh, or Nasira Sharma? 29 Saraswati Samman will go to Vasudev Mohi, option 3. So, and this personality has been chosen for the stories collection Checkbook. Checkbook is also important. Okay. So, that's it, guys. I hope you did really well in the test and you know what type of questions can be asked in the examination. So wishing you all the very best. I hope you enjoyed the particular session, and subscribe to our channel. You can also drop us a mail at hello@edutab.co.in if you have any query related to any of our courses or any of the examinations. 8146207241 is our contact number. Reach us there if you want to. So that's it, guys. Wishing you all the best for your examination, and that's it.